Shannon, what was that event about today? The medical ethicist Arthur Kaplan, watching live coverage, guessed right afterwards that it was about re-election, that's what the end of the year buzz phrase is all about.
Well, it's really the way we started the week. So on Monday, the president was in the Rose Garden, held a big event about testing. That was around messaging to governors, to the public, that we have the testing capability in place to reopen and to get back to normal and business as usual. Now, a lot of people have said we don't get back to normal until we have a vaccine. We don't have a stadium full of people until we have a vaccine. So we end the week talking about vaccines and this, very, as you detailed, lofty goal by the president to have a vaccine by the end of the year. So giving the public this assurance that we will be returning to normal by the end of the year with a vaccine. Of course, as you laid out, that is incredibly aggressive. And I will note too, this was also intended to sort of launch this Manhattan-style project to race a vaccine to the public, by bringing in the military to be who will distribute this theoretical vaccine that we don't actually have yet. But we're in May, and this virus was first identified in January. And so there's a question here of why are we now in mid-May launching this Manhattan-style project to get a vaccine to market?
Dr. Redlener, more experts today forced to, in other words, sing for their supper. The Health and Human Services Secretary, whose literal first words were to thank the president for his leadership. The American public was today promised, the promise was held out that we'll have a vaccine by the end of this year. Is that possible in your view?
Oh, Brian, it's another day of POTUS in Wonderland here. It is preposterous to make that statement and also to kind of mislead the American people about what's possible, what's not possible. We could have a vaccine in 2 months if we wanted to forego the absolutely critical phase of long human testing to make sure that the vaccine works, and most importantly, that it's safe. It is impossible to get that done by the end of the year. And this is clearly, like you indicated earlier, some sort of play or ploy to create the narrative that's going to play out for the November election campaign. So, I think there's a lot going on here. But what wasn't going on was truth-telling to the American people. And I just can't believe with my eyes every day to see the president and other members of staff without even a basic mask on. I don't think he understands how impactful his words and his deeds are to Americans who are looking in on him. And he's losing credibility, but certainly plenty of people still sort of following his lead, of course.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.